All right, welcome to Investing Now 2021. Thanks for being able to make it. Just sent the reminder out. Hopefully others can join us. Since it's December, and I know without a doubt that you have 100 other things you could be doing. Not going to hold you long at all. I turn this camera on for a second, but we'll have to turn it off. The wind has been cutting up around here, and the lovely Cameron area. I'm in the country of North Carolina, and we've been having a lot of outages with freaking internet. So I do have this in Adobe a PDF so that it won't go out too bad. I'm gonna try and save some bandwidth by not being on screen. But Coach Joe, you on, brother? Or that's you? Probably on your way to your room. But nonetheless, so most important thing is we here to try and assist as many people as possible with ways to eliminate financial stress, right? And what we have found is that through real estate, we have found a way to eliminate one of the situations that are going on in our lives, right? And one of the situations that go on in our lives is we're stressed out. We go to work every day, work very hard, and for whatever reason, we just can't make more money. So we're trying to find a way to have control over things. Right now, we give our money to 401ks, 403bs, what have you. And what happens? We don't know what happened with that money after we give it to them. They're investing it. If they lose and the market down, they just say, oh, the market down, you got to work a couple more years. After COVID-19, a lot of folks lost a lot of faith in that system. I never had faith in that system. I don't have faith in anybody having more control than I have. So I use real estate as a way to invest into my future and to my retirement. I have control over who I hire, control over who I rent, control over pretty much the whole process, right? So that's why I like to use this as a retirement strategy for all of you. So this is a real short presentation. But before I do that presentation, I would like to share this with you right here. Hopefully y'all can see this and hear it as well.
The majority of lottery tickets in the United States are purchased by the poorest Americans. The lowest decile of income earners buy the majority of lottery tickets. Now, someone like me or you might look at that and say, that's crazy. These people who can barely feed themselves are buying scratcher tickets. That makes no sense. It's not rational. I have a friend who's a financial advisor. He's successful now, but he grew up in abject poverty. He was homeless most of his childhood. And he told me a story one time that he remembers when he was a child and his refrigerator was empty and his mom had $3 to her name. And he said, look, $3 is not going to fill the refrigerator. It's not going to make a dent. But $3 will buy you 3 lottery tickets that will give you the potential to fill the refrigerator. And he said, until you can understand that mindset, you don't understand why these poor people are buying so many lottery tickets when it's your only the majority of lottery tickets in the United States.
All right, so that right there is a psychology of money. I read his book a couple times. Let me try and get out of this. And basically, I don't know if they resonate well with you, but a lot of times we don't understand why people do what they do. And he's trying to help folks to understand that, hey, it's a reason why the poorest people gamble their money to try and get rich instead of go out there and work for it. They're like trying to figure it out, right? They're trying to figure it out. So we figured it out. So one of our objectives is to help as many people as we can get to their number one goal. And their number one goal, in our opinion, is, hey, they want clarity. They're tired. They're working every day. They're stressed out. And guess what? You spin in circles. So we're trying to help people get clarity so they can get to their number one goal of, hey, I'm financially secure. So since I'm financially secure, now I can do what I'm really meant to do, right? God didn't put us on this earth just to work and just to make money. So we have a higher power and we want to help you get to that. That's our mission right there. So Coach Joe, if you I want you to do a quick market analysis if you don't mind. Let me make sure that's you. Hopefully that's you. Coach?
Yep. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, brother.
All right, cool, man. You know, my apologies if you're hearing some static or some noise in the background, man. We ran out of dog food, so I had to go run and grab some. As you know, I travel tomorrow. But, you know, Coach, one of the things that I've been looking at is right now we know what's happening with the real estate market right now. It's with properties, sales are slow to stagnant. We're seeing ton of price drops. We're seeing properties come back on the market. We're seeing interest rates being out of control. We're seeing a whole bunch of just things that can truly, turn us away from investing in real estate. However, right now is one of the best times to invest in real estate, especially when it comes to single family homes. Now, why do I say that? We're over 3 million plus doors behind on single family homes. Everywhere you look, you see apartment complexes being built and signs for rent. Now, that's a great thing. You're seeing that in these large metropolitan cities. That's a great thing for them. When you look at single family, as we continue to grow and develop as humans, the more selfish we become, the more entitled we become, the more freedom we want. We want all these things. And I'm saying that because we don't want to share. We want to be, Coach, you used the term earlier, in control. We want our privacy. We want our autonomy. We want all these things. And that's what single family homes afford us. You don't have to share. You're sharing a property line, typically by a fence. With an apartment, you got people on top of you and right next to you. So that's the difference. So because apartments are continuing to be built, because the pandemic produced the largest surge of purchases in single family homes, the demand came even greater. So what's happening? We spoke about it last week. Wells Fargo, Chase, Bank of America, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, he just started a trust. They're all starting trusts to go out and buy and build single family homes. So I'm sharing this with you guys. Hey, you're seeing that, oh man, the market is crazy. We don't know what's going to happen with the interest rates. It's all about purchasing at the right price. Purchasing at the right price. If you have a home that's midway, when I say midway, that is not in tip-top perfect condition, they are forced to take a steep discount. Forced to. If you're going to sell a home in today's market, you need to make sure your home is either in the most sought out neighborhood in your area and or is in tip-top shape. If not, be prepared to take a steep discount. So Coach is going to speak with you guys about why investing in real estate, how you can use this as a strategy for retirement. All of these things that he's speaking of, he's already coached and guided me through a lot of this. So now is the perfect time to not just dip your toe into real estate, but to jump all in. But you need a coach and a mentor. You need one that has systems, that has structure, that has a plan to help you be successful, and that can protect you from making a lot of the rookie mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. Again, a lot of the rookie mistakes: buying too high, putting too much money down, not knowing what to renovate, getting overcharged by contractors, doing too much work, not doing enough work, all of these different things. So working with Coach, he's going to be able to show you these things. And I'm sure he's going to touch on a lot of this tonight. Coach, I know that's probably a little long-winded. However, I wanted to make sure I gave the people what they've been looking for. I wanted to make sure that I gave them a message that they all been looking for. That's why they're here. They want to know, what do, experts, semi-experts, what are the people saying? What are the people doing? And the people that know what they're doing, we're still taking action. In the action we're taking, we're still submitting offers. We're still going under contract. We're still assigning contracts for wholesale. We're doing all of these things. Because I sat out and said, hey, look, I want to build a rental portfolio since the pandemic. Since the pandemic started. Since the pandemic, I think it's been 3 years, Coach. You got like 8 houses now.
Yep.
Another one under contract, number 9. So all of these
Yep.
things, hey, it is possible. It's not a race, it's a marathon. Just keep going. Don't give in. Don't give up. This is what it's all about. I'm excited, Coach, because I love this. I know what this is meant for my family. I know what this is going to mean with my family. Coach, today I had a conversation with your banker, actually. I told your banker, hey, I have $2 million worth of equity right now. What can I do? She said, oh, wow. Do you want like a line of credit on all of that? Coach, $2 million line of credit. I said 10 houses. Well, now I need 8 more. With $2 million line of credit, I can go out and buy the 8 that I need and be done. So this is what working with you has put me in a position to do. Because before then, I wasn't thinking about working with a bank. I only wanted to work with private money, hard money, and DCR loans. Now, because, hey, the psychology of money, getting your books together, knowing what a P&L looks like, knowing what a balance sheet looks like, operating as a business and no longer as a hobby. Now, when she needed that information, boom, I sent it to her within 5 minutes because it's all there. So, Coach, kudos to you. I appreciate being you mentoring me. Hey, I'm an advocate of Coaches T's program. Hey, I'm going to stick up, stick out, do everything I possibly can, short of kill somebody to let everybody know, hey, how good Coach has been to me and why, hey, I suggest you guys taking advantage of the opportunity that's afforded to you. Coach, sign it off, man. I'm going to go grab this dog food. However, I will be listening in, my brother.
Absolutely. Appreciate you, brother. All right. For y'all that don't know that this your first time being on, me and Coach met each other through a mutual friend in Louisiana. The young man both knew that we love real estate so much and we talked about it so much that he linked us up. That happened back in like 2018. I have from since then, I think we done partnered together on about 10 houses, like Coach said, to build his portfolio as well as me being a private money lender. And just a little bit of background what you're talking about, just to bring it home, is I always had BRRRR in my mind. I always bought it, rehab it, refinanced it, and kept it and rented out. Coach was a fix and flip guy. He started out with fix and flip, but I kind of say you like giving Uncle Sam 20% of your money every time you do something and you paying them, and then he started thinking about it, and then he started using a strategy that I kind of told him I do. And which is really simple, guys. I don't mind sharing with everybody because I want you to use that same strategy. The strategy is basically people need homes. People need somewhere to live. And a smart man told me once before that if you want to make money, you partner with the government. If you partner with the government, you always got a guaranteed check. So Section 8 housing is who I partner with. And I know people say that those people are raggedy, they're toe up, they're this and that. Well, guess what? You put them in your house. You have control. You don't have to put them in your house. You put the right ones in your house, the ones that qualify. And mine, I do a very easy way to eliminate people. And I teach you that in my coaching program, how to eliminate the people that will tear your house up, what to listen for, what to see, how they come across, everything. You have to read it, right? But if you just go out there to the first person to give you top dollar because they're giving you so much money, then hey, that's your fault, right? So be patient. So that's some of the stuff that Coach talking about. And we use that strategy in Chicago, where you can actually do BRRRR and you can make a lot of money on a house by doing BRRRR there. But nonetheless, we're going to get to the presentation. I hope that information that Coach fed you and so far has enlightened you enough to know that, hey, we're here to help you and assist you. And that information I just gave you is stuff that most folks won't tell you. They just want to tell you off the back. The quickest way to make a successful check is by partnering with the government, through Section 8 housing, and then you have to have control over the way that you bring the folks into your house. I have a person right now trying to come into my house now that was just vacant for 2 months. But I redid the floors, repainted, redid a lot of stuff. And now, this person is begging. I got like 3 people begging for my house. But one young lady, she's all on top of it. And she's being very aggressive with turning in the documents. She have a bank account, stuff like that, right? Bank account, being aggressive, coming back and forth with paperwork, giving it to you ASAP and neat and decent in order. Those type of things. Not folks that got misspelled words everywhere, right? So nonetheless, why eliminate? So why you want to eliminate the financial burdens, right? You want to hit everything heads on, and you want a greater focus on improving your life. We all want nice cars. We all want to live in the best neighborhoods. We all want our kids to go to the best schools, right? We all want to spend money without looking at the bank account to make sure we got the money in the bank. So how do we do this? Do you think working harder at work is going to get you paid more, or it's just going to get you tighter, right? So what we're trying to do is tell you that, hey, let's come with a budget plan for your money. Let's get in control of your money, and let's tell your money where to go first. That's how you get ahead. You can't change your check. Somebody else got control of that. So we're trying to help you with a method to get you ahead of the constraints that you're going to have with time, right? Now, I know most of you feel this way. I'm going to let you read over this slide while I kind of tell you a story, right? John, a diligent professional, dedicated most of his life to his career. Often neglecting personal financial planning, he believed that hard work would naturally lead to financial security and retirement stability. However, despite his constant efforts, he found himself nearly retiring age with substantial financial concerns. I mean, right now, how many of you have already really planned out your retirement? Who would benefit from your retirement? Will you go on vacation as much as you want? Do you have to live a limited lifestyle because you want it set to a certain paycheck? These are the things that you must be considering before you get to retirement age. You need to understand that, hey, am I going to have to buy my car 10 years first so I can have it paid off and all I'm doing is fixing on it? Or I'm going to buy a brand new car 5 years before I retire so it can be paid off and I have a brand new nice car for the next few years? Or does it matter? I got money coming in from rental properties. I have equity from rental properties. I can go buy another car and have the tenant to pay that mortgage, to pay that bill, to pay whatever car I'm buying. If my kids want to go to college, I can borrow against my house, buy it, pay for their school, let the tenant pay that back. Those are the things that we're saying you can do when you have control of your asset. And that's what we want to show you and we want to help you to get, right? So that's some of the areas that we'll talk about with time constraints and then the financial distractions, eliminating it so you can have more bandwidth to do more productive things with your time and with your life. Now, if you find a way and once you get this strategy down, how would it feel to be able to concentrate on the things you want to concentrate on, like your loved ones, right? Your husband, your wife, your kids, going to your grandkids stuff. Or do you want to always say, I can't go here because I don't have the money? I don't know when I'm gonna get paid again, or when I get paid. You got to wait till I get paid before I can buy this. If you want to eliminate those type of problems, then you have to have a strategy in place. And I promise you this, that 401b, that 403b, 401k, those things are great insurance policies. And that's what it is, an insurance policy. Because you never know when the market is going to tank and then you're going to be short. Right? But you know one thing, as long as we living right now, everybody need a house. Everyone needs somewhere to live. And since everyone needs somewhere to live, then you're providing that service. And because you provide that service, the government gives you actually tax breaks. You can depreciate your house every year. You can carry on your expenses. When you have a dip in people in your house, you just don't carry those months as cash going in. So you have a couple things. Then you're ahead of inflation. If that's not the most important piece, every year when they raise taxes, when they raise insurance, when they raise, you go up on your rent. Everybody's gonna go up on their rent. All the apartments gonna go up on the rents. All the landlords gonna go up on their rent. Everybody gonna go up. So you ahead of inflation. You ahead of it. So you want control. This is a way. This is a way. We hope that you're taking this in. We're hoping that this makes sense. I don't like to just read slides and just read it out to you because you read for yourself. It's all about aligning yourself up with goals and being potentially where you want to be when you retire. When you retire. And don't think retirement is 40 years, guys. Don't think of retirement as 30 years. Think of retirement when you decide that you're done. That's what we want you to think of retirement is. When you decide that you're done, right? So you want to eliminate some distractions. All right, so financial worries can cause stress, leading to decreased concentration and efficiency. Distractions hinder progress towards goals and success in personal and professional endeavors. Right, so we want to eliminate those, right? Go further. All right. I got a little ahead of myself. Let's go back right here. So we want to identify and address financial concerns. We already said that. First, we need to look at our check. We need to figure out, Coach got his hand up. Let's go with it, Coach.
Hey, Coach. One of the things that, you mentioned, you were just touching on, which was, with inflation and rents going up. And so if you have a single family home, you're not only are you ahead of inflation, but you're also setting the curve. You are, because your demand is extremely high. Before COVID, we were happy to make what, Coach, $200 a door?
Yeah.
You're happy to make that. Now, since COVID, I have properties making 700, and my highest is $777 a month. That's my highest. So guys, if you get 10 properties, you could do that 2 a year, 5 years. And let's just say you're making 500 a year. That's 500 a month. That's 5,000. 5,000 extra dollars. Now, and that's not being aggressive with your investment strategy. That's just being, hey, buying 2 a year. It's a long-term game unless you plan on, being full-time and want to be extremely aggressive with it. So you could actually cut that time in half. You could do it in 2 years. You could do it in 1 year. However, you just look at that. You get 10 properties, $500 a month on each. That's $5,000 mailbox money. $5,000. So you got this $5,000 mailbox money. Not only do you have that, but you have the increase in equity. Equity, once it gets to a certain amount, is just as good as cash, because now you can leverage that equity for cash and do additional things that you would like to do. Hey, would you like to take a $15,000 a year, every year vacation and let somebody else pay for it? Sure. Build out your portfolio, get the lines of credit, let your tenants pay it down. That's how you leverage your assets. So I just wanted to chime in on that, Coach, and just let everyone know, before COVID, we were happy to make $200. Now my average right now is about $400 for my entire portfolio. It's about $430 per property, per door. That's my average, $430 per door. Again, I have one property I'm making $700. And hey, once interest rates do come back down, hey, I'm gonna do another cash out. Well, I'm gonna do another refi. I'm not gonna do a cash out. I'm gonna do another refi. Lower my monthly note, increase my monthly cash flow. That's what I probably do. Whatever I do, I know I have options. So, Coach, as you can tell, hey, I love this real estate stuff, and we have to, go for what we want. We have to do it. And when you're going for what you want, does not mean that again, that you're going all night, all day. It means that you're making progress daily. You don't have to have the black mamba mentality to go about it. No, you could be a Muggsy Bogues, still another profession that made a great living. Some people are meant to go extremely hard, at this. Some people are meant to go at a nice, steady pace. Figure out what you want to do. But whatever it is that you want to do, you have to know that it's going to require you to make movement. So that's what I wanted to say, Coach.
Absolutely. I appreciate you chiming in on that. That's some good information. And that's what I'm about to say when you said it again. You have the option. You have the option. That's the key part. By having the rental properties, you have the option to do what you want to do and how you want to do it. So let's get back to this, the steps of eliminating financial distress. Identify and address financial concerns. That's how we're going to do it first. And that's when we look at your budget and we start directing our money. No longer will we be paying bills first. Now we'll use our money to pay for what we want first. And that's investing to ourselves and making an investment, right? Then we'll pay the rest. Set clear financial goals and create a plan to achieve them, which is the same thing. We have a tool for that. That's what I was pointing at right here when I was saying that you can go to investingnow2021.com/weekly-planner, and you can download a free planner that we use to try and help you out. Utilize tools like the Plan for Success weekly planner to organize and prioritize your tasks. Anybody on a Zoom call, I went ahead and put those links inside of the actual Zoom link as well. So those are 3 ways to eliminate a few of your financial stresses. Some of the benefits whenever you do decide to eliminate these stress and areas of concern, then you have enhanced productivity. Everybody want to be productive, right? One thing I found, I'm active duty serving the military now, and I have a lot of calendars. We have calendars at work. We have calendars on our cell phone. We have calendars met joint with my family that's away, so I can know what's going on with them. So we have to find a way to synchronize everything. So when we synchronize everything, want to synchronize everything with all that's going on, right? So when I'm looking at Christmas, when I'm looking at birthdays, when I'm looking at holidays, when I'm looking at soldiers going away, we have hails and farewells. There's a lot of money coming in and out. If I just spend every year without having a plan in place as how much I plan on donating for this or that, then I'll be spent out so soon, so soon. So I have to plan everything, plan the vacations, plan the travels, plan my money for paying these bills, all the increases that happen with insurance, with taxes and everything. So that's why we say we got to pursue it in a productive way, and we want to put it on paper. So that planner kind of help with that as well. We also have a financial budget planner as well that you can use. All these documents you can save in Google, so you can use it anywhere, and it's in cloud based, right? So that's what we want to do, get you clarity and help you to produce a better life for you. Also, I have an audio book on Invest Now, Why Wait to Be Great, Invest Now, Grow Your Future. That's a book that's great for adolescents. I'm hoping that parents will read it with their kids, and that way they can help each other. Some of the parents can reinforce, kind of like me. I got a 2-year-old son, and I do the sounds of the alphabets with him all the time. Hey, yeah, I'm teaching him the alphabets, but I'm reinforcing some stuff, right? I'm from Louisiana. I'm a country boy. So by me doing it again, it helps me to reinforce. So if you read the book or you get the audio book and you let your kids listen to it, or hopefully you'll listen to it as well, and it help you understand how money is fake, and understanding how money works, and what the Fed did and everything, right? So that's the whole goal, to just educate people on youngsters on how money works. And the earlier you start investing, the quicker your money compound and the quicker your money grow. That's the only way your money gonna grow. It got to compound, right? So we want to identify the goal. What is your goal? What is that number one goal of yours? What do you want? What do financial free look to you? Then we want to understand what's the problems. Why can't you get there? What's in your way? What's stopping you? Then we want to look at opportunities to help you. Everybody don't want to rent. Some people want to do fix and flips. Some people want to do hoteling. All right, hoteling is when you just go in and just fix it up, put lipstick on a pig and sell it. It's still for sale. It's been for sale. You just get in between it, say, hey, I'm gonna sell it for a lot higher if I put this paint on there, if I fix this yard, do some small things to make it look a little bit better and get paid a little difference, right? Then you want to take action. So your action may not be my action. I do private money lending with certain people. I gave banks money, people that want to start up a bank. I don't lend my money to them so I can have a return on money. I work with private money investors all the time, trying to say, hey, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do no fix and flip. So I'd rather give you the money, you give me a return on my money, right? I definitely have rentals. I love rentals. I love rentals. I love rentals because that's generational wealth. That's how you can stand the test of time. You have Airbnb. I wouldn't do Airbnb. I do probably the nurses, right? I do nurses, but I wouldn't do Airbnb. Not me personally. I don't want to deal with all the furniture. I don't want to deal with the turnaround. I don't want to deal with all the in and out. And then, hey, if somebody give you a bad rating one time, you're done pretty much almost. And I don't want to do the recovery. So that's just too much work for me. So I like to do things hands off, where I get somebody else to control that piece of their portion. But in the piece of portion I'm talking about is like the rehab on the house. All I do is just spend the money. I don't touch a house. I don't touch that type of stuff. I don't want to. I don't have no dealing with that, right? Once the tenant get in the house, they're responsible for most of the stuff. Most of the stuff. And if we have to go over there, 9 times 10, it's gonna be billed on them because the house is almost brand new when we give it to them. So we already know that you did something, right? So just it's different opportunities for everyone. Several more. I don't know if y'all know about buying notes, mortgage notes. You can do that. You can sell mortgage notes as well. So it's a lot of ways to make money in real estate, and these are just avenues. These are just avenues. So we kind of talked about this a little bit again, and I guess I put it in 2 spots. I guess I really wanted y'all to understand that. to identify the problem, to have clear goals, financial goals, and to use the planner. Use the planner, use the resources you have, right? They go to link again. So I guess I really wanted to dive into that. So our solution, guys, the solution is we want you to reach retirement. And retirement is not old age. Retirement is 30 years old. Retirement is 20 years old, if you can get that fast, right? And if you're already a little bit older than that, retirement could be within the next 10 years. If you do everything right, for sure in the next 10 years, if you do everything right, right? So retirement, I just made a little thing. Well, retirement, do you still want a vacation? Do you want to be concerned about your medical bills? Do you want to be concerned about fixing your house up and it breaking and I can't fix it because I don't have the money? Because I have a lot of older people that have to get rid of their houses because they just can't afford it no more. They got to move into kids. They got to go other places. They just can't afford the upkeep. And then the taxes keep going up, right? So we get houses all the time in this area, right? Or do you want to create legacy for your family? Do you want to create generational wealth, right? And when we say generational wealth, when you buy a house now, well, let's say this. Let's go back farther. Your grandparents bought a house, and when they bought the house a lot less than what we're paying for that same house today. They probably bought the house for like maybe 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, right? And now that same house will probably sell for 40, 50, 60,000. So again, it's built up. Now, depending on the neighborhood, it probably costs more than that. But nonetheless, that's how you build generational wealth. You buy all those houses, put it in a trust, let the trust control it, and now your kids can't just get rid of it, right? You got to set some guidelines so they won't mess it up. So we want to eliminate those distractions, guys. And honestly, we want you to live a fulfilled life. Your fulfilled life is doing what God told you to do. I just work every day, right? And that's our opinion. That's not yours. That's so fit, but that's my opinion for sure. All right. So let's maximize everything. Let's get together. If y'all want to get on my schedule, either one of those, if you buy the audio book, we'll download and we'll send you a 15-minute consultation for complimentary consultation. If you download the planner, it's free as well, and it will send you a consultation as well to talk and sit down on a schedule and just get together for the FY 24. Well, FY, I'm talking military terms. For next year, right? For next year, 2024, we want you to be successful, guys. We want to work with you. Now, the opportunity right now, what we actually do is stop looking all around the world for a deal. You have deals right there in your neighborhood. You have deals right there in your community. If you see a vacant house, all we ask you to do is take a picture of the house on the left, take a picture on the subject house, and take a picture of the house on the right. Right? Write down the address and text the number to her. Text it to us. Text those pictures. Let me go down. All right, cool. There go 910-886-1724. Right? If you want to email it, you can email it to info@investingnow2021.com. Right? Do I got Coach T on there? Coach T 2021. Email, whatever. Right? So if you want to get on my schedule, it's really simple. If you want to get in touch with me, it's really simple. So that's how we do it. We say, hey, find the vacant houses in your community, take a picture of the house on the left, take a picture of the house, the subject house, and take a picture of the house on the right, and write down the address and text it over to us. Email it to us. If we close on that house, you get paid a referral fee, right? For every house we close on, you get paid a referral fee. Now, the great thing about it is that's your community. We're helping you out with a problem in your neighborhood. If a house is vacant, that can bring your property value down, right? If several houses are vacant, you definitely bring your property value down. So we can find somebody to buy that house, move in that house, rent out that house, fix and flip that house. Now the property value go up because now somebody's living there, right? If you did not know, when houses don't get taxes paid on it, when taxes are not paid on a house, that's how we pay our first responders, the police officers, any city employees, the firemen. So we want them to get paid. We want them to be able to get raises. We want them to protect us and be there for us. And we have to keep the houses filled. And this is a way that we give back. So it's a gift to keep on giving. Not only that, now you have that eyesore gone. Now you don't have to worry about cutting the grass of somebody's yard. They won't cut it. They live in California and their house is in New York, right? Or that may not be a good example. Neither one of them got grass. California got sand out there, and New York got nothing but streets. But nah, certain parts of New York. I'm just joking. But nonetheless, somebody live in Louisiana, grass all growed up, and a person live in California because there was an heir's house. Those are the type of situation that usually happen. I got three situations right now. I got a phone call last week. Hey, our house is in pre-foreclosure. Really need somebody to help us out. What can you do? All I did was say, give me the address, give me the information. I looked it up. I said, how much you want for it? And I just shot it out in the email. Shot out in the email. I got like 3 people calling me back, asking me about the property. Right? Just I didn't shoot the address out. I just shot how much they want in the city and the state. That's it. Right? And told them about where it's at. I got 3 people biting on one. That quick. Guys, it's not that hard. I'm helping them out. Their house is in pre-foreclosure. They just want out. All I'm doing is just being that middle person in between. They say, hey, whatever you pay, whatever we charge, just do it. We don't care. I'm like, man, I'm just trying to help right now. I just want to help. So these are the opportunities that we have on a daily basis because we do stuff like this. And we want you to be a part of it. We want you to accidentally make money just like that. I probably make about 10 grand on that deal, right? And all I'm doing is helping somebody that's in need. I'm not taking advantage of nobody. I'm not messing with nobody. They call me saying, hey, I need your help. Have another person. The father passed earlier this year. My brother, he's like my play brother from high school. He called me and said, hey man, this is a case that they need somebody to move fast on this. He flipped it over to me. I had some people calling, trying to find the phone number of the family members. That's all I'm doing now, just waiting for us to get in contact with the family members to work some out for that deal. The house is worth $350,000. It's off a lake. They only want 128 for it. I mean, that's a great deal. Great deal. It need probably like no more than about $60,000 worth. So that's a lot of equity. But all because we're doing this for free, teaching folks, helping people, people are steady pouring into us. And they're calling us with opportunities. And these are opportunities that I give over to my people in the coaching program and say, hey, whatever money you make out of this all yours. Go get it. Go get it. And if you don't, then hey, I'll find somebody else that will. But I'm gonna give you 1 or 2 days to try and get on it. That ain't showing no movements, and I move it over to somebody else. Again, trying to help people. If you want to be a part of something like that, that's what we're doing. 2024, it's the time to take off. Time to take off. Time to take off. So if y'all have any questions, please feel free to raise your hand. I do appreciate you on this day. I mean, it's right before Christmas. You all decide to get on the call and listen about real estate. I appreciate that. I appreciate your time is important. And I'm glad that you stayed to the end. And I would love to sit down and get to know you a little bit better and let you ask me whatever question you want to ask me. And then we go from there. So if you want to get my schedule, either download the audio book, you'll get an email, or download the free weekly planner, you'll get an email, and you can get the complimentary to get on my schedule, 15-minute call. I think I took it out of here. I hid it in there at first, the 15-minute consultation. And I don't know. I guess I took it out. But nonetheless, that's the way to get in touch with me. So if you have any questions, feel free to raise your hand. Thank y'all so much for tonight. I didn't want to hold y'all too late because I know you got so much other things to do, but do appreciate you getting on. Again, I'm Coach LaTerrence Williams, Coach T. Williams. Just don't call me late for dinner. Any questions? I'm looking at the chat box. I don't see anything going in. I don't see any hands up. Coach Joe, you have anything you want to close us out with, brother? Where you at? Coach Joe. You unmuted, so I don't take nothing too crazy.
Can you hear me, Coach?
Yeah, I can hear you now, brother.
Okay, no, man. Hey, it's like I finally made it back home. But as I was sharing with you, hey, look, now is the perfect time, man. It really, really is the perfect time to start learning, turning and burning. As I say, get out there, get active, get at it. Get out there, get active, and get at it. That's the only way. The only way things are gonna happen. The only way. So for myself, I got my personal goals, Coach. I'm working towards. I could do it a lot faster. I could do it a lot slower. However, I am doing it. That's what's most important for me. I am doing it. So for anybody else that has these personal goals, these desires to want more, want to know more when it comes to real estate, boom, get on the calendar right now. Do it right now. Right now. Matter of fact, Coach, anyone gets on your calendar, what I will do, me personally, hey, I'll also throw some of my time in there. I will. And I will give them one of my favorite strategies I like to use, subject to real estate investing. What is that? That is when you can practically get a home free. And whenever I say free, It doesn't mean that that home doesn't have debt on it, but that means that the seller, the owner of the home, is willing to give you the house and walk away. Literally give you the house and walk away. Well, how do you do that? Well, that's exactly what, we'll actually show you exactly how to do that. And in fact, I got a HUD statement, coach. If you guys don't know what a HUD statement is, a HUD statement is a settlement statement that title attorneys, title companies, they prepare for you on behalf of your lender, if you're using a lender, on behalf of the seller, and the buyers, so they know what type of monies where the monies is going. So if it's money that's coming in that the seller is owed, they'll be able to see it, and then they'll have that statement to where they can actually give it to like an accountant. It's like for a real estate transaction, consider it like a W-2, a W-9. It breaks down where all the funds went and going. So I have one that shows you that I've closed subject to transactions to where literally, dude, I spent, I don't know, the lowest one I spent like $500 and got keys to a house. Another one, $650. Another one, I gave the seller $100. Literally gave him $100, and he gave me the house, him and his wife. So it's opportunities out there. It's just, hey, how do you find them? Coach, one of our mentees, I have someone that wanted to rent one of my properties in Louisiana. They didn't get it. However, they told me that they had a property that was going through foreclosure. I said, you know what? Hey, can I have that house that's in foreclosure? Yes, please. Whatever you can do to help me. Perfect. I'll take it off your hands for exactly what you owe. Subject to. So all the monies that they were behind, coach, almost $30,000. Guess who paid it back? The state. Called up the mortgage. Not only did they catch it up, but they paid 90 days in advance as well. So now you have this property here. What are you going to do? Well, you can do whatever you want to do with it. You can lease option. You can seller finance because you own it now. She owns it. She can seller finance. She can do a lease option, rent to own. She could just sell it. She could just rent it. So many creative options and solutions she has. But she wouldn't have known what to do with it, coach, if she was never in our group. Never known what to do. So, coach, that's all I want to share, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I appreciate it. While you was talking, I clicked on some things. I hope y'all can see this stuff. Affordable housing. They got a grant out here. If you got a small business just started, they give you a $10,000 grant money. You don't got to pay back. I don't know if you've seen that first slide. Then I clicked in here and show you affordable houses, partnering with the government. Look at this. They got all these priorities, right? They got California Emergency Rental Assistance Program. So you got Housing California, Community Development Trust, Housing Fund Development. They got all these different situations where you can actually help other people. And my dad is kicking my butt about opening a veterans home. He wanted me to do it so bad. He's a veteran as well. He did 36 years. I'll have 26 years when I get out. And we definitely want to give back to others, right? So it's so many opportunities to help people, not take advantage, help. Is one question was asked, as a new investor without any real estate experience, would you recommend starting with rentals, trying to flip houses, foreclosures, or something else? That is one, Drew, that's one of the things that we'll have to sit down and talk about what exactly is your end state. I can answer that question if you like, just from my standpoint, but my standpoint is not your standpoint, right? My goals was different. I started off with rentals. I always wanted to have rentals ever since I played Monopoly as a little kid. And when I lived in a little bad neighborhood, I saw people taking advantage of people in our neighborhood, overcharging for regular houses. So I said, when I grow up, the first thing I want to do is help people. I want to buy houses in low income at neighborhoods, remodel them to the fullest, and give those people what they rightfully deserve, and not just charge it to the game. So my mission is different, right? Now, Coach Joe on the other side, he started out fixing flips. He did nothing but fixing flips. And he's a beast at it. He's a beast at it, and he loves it. He loves it with a passion. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I ain't got the patience. I don't want to go back and forth with no contractors. I don't like folks taking advantage of me. And I don't want to deal with people that can't meet timelines. So if you can deal with all that and love to fuss at people and get on their butt and say, I'm not paying for that. That's crap, right? If you could do that, then you can do fix and flips. And if you want to fix a house up, make it a beautiful, beautiful product, and then somebody go in there and say, why is this light switch right here? I don't want to buy this house because the light switch wrong. I mean, what? The whole house is totally remodeled. You don't talk about light switch. Those are the things with fix and flip. So if you like that and you can handle that, if you can handle that, it's fine. Foreclosures. If you want to hear a sad story, I mean, every foreclosure had a sad story. Somebody in the past, somebody lost a job, something happened. They done had surgery, they done got hit by something, that something happened for them to go into free foreclosure or foreclosure. So if you can deal with people and their low sense of responsibility for whatever happened in their life, and you can talk to them and keep a level head, then hey, absolutely. That's the most money. The most money is going to be in foreclosures, period. You're going to make the maximum money off that because those people are significantly hurt, distressed, and don't know what to do. And some of them haven't kind of realization that they're in foreclosure. They still in denial, right? So if you cunning enough and you can be smooth enough and patient enough and wait out 6 months to a year, you can make a lot of money in there. So it's all about patience, right? About being compassionate. It's about being understanding. It's about not carrying somebody else's bag as your bag, right? So that's one. Now, something else would be, I guess, you could do Airbnb. You can do what other stuff they got there? Private money lending, I guess, for something else. I mean, it depends on your patience, your risk tolerance. That's the word I'm looking for, risk tolerance. All of these all involve different risk tolerance. But you'll have to keep your job if you want to run. You will have to keep your job. You have to keep working until you meet that number. And I'll teach you how to come up with your freedom number. Once you learn your freedom number, what it takes for how much money you can come in and your house is all rented out and you have this type of money coming in and you learn that number, then you can have, quit your job later on when you double your freedom number. Because stuff happens. I mean, I'll go 6 months, nothing wrong with none of the houses. And all of a sudden the air conditioner go out. So the profit I had just left. So that's real, but the equity is what matters. The equity, that cash flow gone. So not funny. Okay, thanks for the answer. I'm actually like to acquire enough properties that I could have a place for my mom where she wouldn't have to pay any rent and wouldn't be in a place with slumlords like she has now. Then I like to have some financial freedom from my job. Absolutely. And Drew, just to let you know, my mom retired 2 years ago because I told her to walk off her job. I will pay you whatever they paying you. That's what I did for my mom. My mom, she had money, she had a great job, but she just was tired of working and tired of the mess. And I told her, just walk away. I will pay you every month what they paying you. Become my property manager or do my books. So just help me out with the business when I see need you. And she, for a long time, for a whole year, she didn't do anything hardly. Like, baby, you paying me this money, I ain't did nothing. Mom, you did a lot. You birthed me, raised me, and I'm here for you, right? So that's what we want to do. We want to take care of our loved ones. So hands off to you. I hope you get on my schedule so we can help you with that goal. Man. And that's very, very, very possible. All that is possible. Just all take consistency, dedication, determination, and a lot of faith. A lot of faith. A lot of things happen for me that I promise you I didn't know it was going to happen. It just happens. Like I got these phone calls with these deals. It's just happening. I'm putting it out there and they're coming back. So it's a lot of work, but it's worth it. And I love it and I enjoy it. Anybody else have any other question? I think I spoke about I think I answered all the questions in the thing. Sound like you're a great son. I try to be. Thanks. Yeah, please reach out. Don't probably do. Please reach out. We'd love to just have a conversation. It don't cost you nothing but a little time. And let's go from there. Anybody else got any other questions? All right. I definitely appreciate you all staying on to the end. We definitely held you longer than I expected. I want to try to get on, get off and be with your family. Please enjoy your family. I mean, I don't do Christmas, but I do family, right? Do family. And that's what I love to be around my people. So definitely enjoy the people because when I went overseas for a year, My family wasn't over there, and I missed them like dearly. So when I came back, I said, you know what? I will never again not celebrate being around my family. So be around your family, guys. Take care, be safe. Thank you. We will not be on next week. Yeah, we will not be on next week. So we'll see y'all for the new year. So happy New Year's as well. All right, take care.